Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Tyreek Hill set to return it.
Here we go.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10.
All day, dog. Ready, go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. 22 yards. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They've just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch Derek Carr grow as a pro. When he was a rookie, they tried to game plan around him so that he didn't have too much responsibility. Now, I don't think they can heap enough things on his shoulders because they know he can handle them.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 22. Carr now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Allen. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, we're good. What's up?
On play action, now Carr. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Lawrence Taylor able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Watch out for Hill on the return. Counting down toward halftime on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
They'll run with Barkley. He's got a first down past the 30. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
That's it, baby.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide. Kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the rookie Saquon Barkley, the one who finishes things off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
You're not ready.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to do with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And with the day he's having, as we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate this pregame meal next week.
Whatever it is, guaranteed he will ask for the exact same thing each and every week as long as he continues to run like that. Sometimes it's that simple, partner.
Yeah,
and
you know how superstitious these guys can be.
Oh, there's no doubt, right? If you put your left sock on first and you have this kind of game, you'll keep doing it. In this case, let's investigate that pregame meal. We might need some of that.
Yeah, right. It's working.
Ready. Ready. Watch Mike. Watch the out. Watch the out.
A first down carry for Barkley. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And he'll have a gain of to the 33. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. 54 Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Still first down.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Let's go.
Still first down.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
Sooner or later, we should get a snap, I think.